Alright, hey y'all. It's November 25th, and I am videoing from one of the places I'm grateful for in the world, back in Golden Gate Park. Not a super long walk today, but back in the park doing a walk. This is just a thought, a brief one, because I want this to go ahead and upload so you can enjoy it today. Some of you are celebrating Thanksgiving, and some of you are not, and that's a personal decision. On Black Folks Talk, we understand the value of allowing one another to live free. And so that means that people can take their holidays and do what they want with them. Okay, but the thought for the day is gratitude is a key to abundance. Entitlement is a key that will lock you into poverty forever. Now, this is not to mean that people are not entitled to certain things, but it's a mindset that we have to kind of look at. Gratitude. Okay, let's look at it on this way. Whatever you're going through, if you have life, you didn't give it to yourself. You didn't. Now, I recognize we have different religious beliefs and so forth, but we can all recognize we didn't bring ourselves here. So if you have life, then that's something to be grateful for. And as long as you have life, as they say, if you have life, you have hope. That means that we didn't pick where we were born, we didn't pick how we'd be positioned. And if that went well, that was arranged by a power, not ourselves. We did not create the world or the universe. We are not gods. We are not. I know that's very popular in conscious circles to talk about black people being gods. Follow their lives and find out sometimes, there's a couple of really good cases, but I'm not going there, that show just what cruel and petty and sick men, many of the men who push that are. And if you look back through history, and people who sell you the lie that you are God yourself instead of just being all that there is to being a human being, you will find a similar pattern. The point is, none of us got ourselves here on our own. It is a delusion to think so. Individualism is among those delusions that makes American life so miserable, because certain people are allowed to live as if they can do whatever they want with no impact on anyone, with no concern about the impact on others. Gratitude helps you from falling into delusion. Learning how to be thankful for whatever you have to work with. Entitlement, on the other hand, the sense of entitlement, will always have you looking at someone else, thinking about what you deserve to have and you don't. And if you're putting your energy on what you don't have, then you're not taking the steps to get it. Let me address something that we do often hear about, quote-unquote, entitlement programs, which is government support. Well, a whole lot of people who, in 2019 thought that everybody who wanted government support was poor and lazy got a wake-up call that COVID-19 applied. A lot of us need a certain amount of help in 2019. A lot of us went from employed to underemployed to unemployed with the quickness. In San Francisco, we started really early in March. I went from March 1st, having steady income, down to March 15th. By March 22nd, being down 80%. But I had some savings. So I was able to get through the first stimulus, and I was able to get partial unemployment. So even someone who's a hardworking person like me, bad things can't happen. But here's the idea. That's not somewhere where you necessarily want to stay. A lot of people argue that the way we're being underpaid, we deserve this. We deserve this time off. We deserve this time to catch our breath. The thing about that particular entitlement, like all entitlement everywhere, it has an expiration date. It had an expiration date. So those of us who are focused on what we could do for ourselves and what not thinking about what we should have had and what we didn't have and how this wasn't going to work, those of us who could be grateful to that and plan the next stage were more likely to be able to seek out the opportunity so that when that ended, we're not in the same position that we were. Now, I understand that people have commitments that they've made. But here's the idea. One of the biggest ideas about the entitlement that we have in the United States of America is that everybody's entitled to the American dream, where the American dream is something sold to you by people that are living their dreams at your expense. But because we believe we deserve that, just for deserving it, because we do not get an opportunity sometimes to learn the ways that that's actually made possible, that entitlement will allow us to freeze into positions that will never allow us to get there. And that's the problem with feeling entitled. It is a key to a chain that will lock you into poverty. It is not the cause of poverty. Because other people's entitlement caused them to feel that they could enslave millions and destroy millions of Native Americans, which is why some people do not celebrate Thanksgiving. In all fairness, Native Americans were dying and African Americans were slaving on Thanksgiving Day from almost the beginning in 1620. Not in that far north, but slavery came on up north at least as far as New York within 100 years. So people's entitlement caused them to commit crimes against humanity. It's a dangerous position. Can you get rich with that attitude? Sure, if you got a whole country to compare. If you're not in that position, you being concerned about what you deserve and what you didn't get is going to cause you to miss opportunities. Whereby being grateful for everything that you have and looking on way, and then keeping your mind encouraged by being grateful and by keeping others encouraged to help you will help you to move up. Gratitude is a key to abundance because, again, we're not going to be able to do everything on our own. We're going to need the help of other people. And what other people want to hear more than anything else is thank you. And that includes God himself. If you are a Christian and you're not grateful, you're sinning. And if you're sinning, you can forget about the blessings of God. In everything, give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. So if you're not a Christian, okay, that doesn't apply directly to you, but the principle is still there. People who feel taken for granted will not help you. And like I said, entitlement has an expiration date. People will cut you off. And then you're locked where you are. Don't let it happen to you. Give thanks every day for the things that you have, for the help that you receive, for the things you have. Do your best to avoid comparing what you think you deserve to what you have. That's a mindset that will shut down having the positive attitude you need to find opportunity and move on and to secure the help you need to secure it. All right. Go ahead and return to whatever it is you plan to do today. I'm going to make some phone calls and talk to the people that I love, and then head back to the house and get set up for my family does celebrate Thanksgiving. And so I will be going over to see members of my family who, like myself, are triple vaxxed. And we're going to go ahead and enjoy Thanksgiving dinner. We're all local, so no need for us to have a small gathering. And enjoy the day. And then get up tomorrow and eat leftovers. And just be thankful that all of us are still alive. All right. You have a good day now. Whatever you celebrate. For those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. For those of you who do not, just have a wonderful day. And thank you for listening.